Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what we're going to be going over is God is saying there's a lot of people who weren't sorry for a lot of the actions they took against you, the things that they done, the things that they said, how they treated you, how they thought about you, right? A lot of people weren't sorry for what they did to you in the past. But he's telling you that they're sorry now. And it's like you guys were on this walk of shame. You were on this walk of shame. And as you were going down this walk of shame, it's like you had a whole audience, a whole group of people who were seeing you, who were laughing, who were throwing things at you, trying to attack you while you were already on this walk of shame. Maybe situations that you had gone through, situations that in circumstances of what happened to you in your life, you were on this walk of shame because of how you was feeling, the things that you had been through. And as you was on this walk of shame, you had your head held low. You couldn't even face people. You didn't want to face people. And it's like right there in that moment where you was already in your low spot, people were still trying to send attacks your way. Not trying, they were. And you went through it so bad and so harshly. Right when you were about to give up, that's when God showed up. And see, he knew in that moment. That's why I say he'll never put more on you than you can bear. He knew in that moment that you needed him to show up for you because you weren't going to make it had he not came through for you. And so he came through for you in that moment while you were still on this walk of shame. And he enclosed you in this protective force field. And see, what this protective force field and shield did was it allowed those spiritual attacks that people were sending your way to be blocked so it couldn't reach you. And so he told you, open your eyes. Because when people are throwing things at you, and then you're embarrassed, you closing your eyes, you just trying to say, I'm going to just keep walking, until I get out. But it was a never-ending cycle that she was in. And so God had to come through and shield and block these attacks in order for you to open up your eyes to see. And when he had enclosed you in this protective shield, he touched you and he told you, open your eyes. You open up your eyes, and it was so many people that was surrounded around you. So many people that were throwing things at you. And he said, I need you to become one with yourself. You were asking questions like, what does that mean? He said, I'm going to show you. We're going to go step by step. And what he did while in the midst of it, he said the first lesson is you need to become aware of who's going against you so that you do not let them back in your life again. So you was like, but I couldn't see. He said, you're going to see now. Look out in the audience and tell me, who do you see? Who do you recognize? At first, you didn't recognize a whole lot of people. You was like, well, who's these people? Do these people even know me? Why were they trying to send attacks my way? He said, well, look at the people who were behind them. Then you saw the people who were behind them. These could be people that was enabling them, people who went and talked about you, whatever. The people don't understand the power that you give someone when you tell somebody else's business. You get what I'm saying? Or when you try to work with people to go against somebody. So he told you, he said, look at the people who are behind these people that you do not recognize. And that's what shocks you. Because as you was looking out, you said, but hold on, that's my cousin. He said, keep looking. I thought that was my friend. He said, keep looking. Thought they told me that they love me, that they miss me. Why are they here? Like, what is this? What are you trying to show me? Say, keep looking. Some of y'all was like, dang, that's my brother. hold on, that's my sister. Like, what am I seeing here? You kept asking, you was like, what am I seeing? Whoa, what is this? What is this? He was like, you need to face it. You couldn't see as long as these people were attacking you. Boom, 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 back to back. You couldn't open up your eyes long enough to see who these people were. As soon as he opened up your eyes and he was blocking the attacks, it's like you was just walking through nothing. You could open your eyes to like really see and zoom in on who these people were. Some people was in the cut. You couldn't really get a good feel, eye, or a sense for them. They wasn't in the first, so you had like people who was here, like the front line. Then you had people in the middle. Then you had the back line people. Then you had people who was like really in the cut. These people did not want you to know that they literally brought tickets to a show that put out to everyone your demise. Put out for everyone to see your demise. For everyone to see your shortcomings and your struggles. They did not want you to know that they were in his audience. That's why they was in the cut. And the people was in the front line, people who y'all didn't even know, but was connected to these people who you did know. And so as you were walking through, it put you in this state of mind where you were just like, I don't understand. Some of these people, man, some of these people at the end of the day, like I say, they were like bullies. Didn't have no just cause for why they wanted to rough you up, why they wanted to bump you in the hallway, why they wanted to take your money, why they wanted to talk about you, why they wanted to laugh at you. What was so important about trying to take time out their day to try to orchestrate a plan to see you fail, to want to take time out their day to actually want to go and watch you in these struggles, on trying to see how you was going to handle it, how you was going to maneuver, what your thought process was going to be, how you moving, how you thinking, how you speaking, all this type of stuff. Out of pettiness, out of foolishness, out of ignorance. People had a head, but they had no brain in it. They had a head, and you could see it, but they didn't have nothing. There was nothing. It was air. That's why so many people was like easily manipulated. And then it's almost as if when the truth was revealed, people couldn't even handle the truth. They didn't even want to see the truth. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, if a person don't like you, they just don't like you. Now, whatever it is in dirt they're able to get, that's just ammunition for them to justify why they don't like you. Oh, you see why I don't like them? Now you see. But then when the truth is there, and God say, well, now you see. Do you see that? Yeah. Can you comprehend that? It's like when the truth was right there in people's face. Oh, so they didn't do that? Oh, so they really do got sense. Oh. Come on now, I can go down the list. The truth was staring people right dead in their face, and they couldn't even handle it. They didn't even want to handle it. They didn't even want to recognize it. They just was there. But before, when they didn't know the truth, everybody was hopping on the bandwagon. Everybody was like, come one, come all. Come see so-and-so's demise. They've lost their house. They've lost their car. This got repossessed. Yeah, come one, come all. Tickets going for $5.99. Everybody and their mama was buying that ticket. Everybody wanted to see you struggle. Everybody wanted to see you fail. Everybody wanted to see you off your high horse for whatever the reason. This was not wired right. It was not functioning. You realized that you had to get away. Let me tell you something. People wanted to see it so bad to the point where God said, look how I turn this thing around. I'm about to be the writer, the producer, the director of your success story. And let me tell you something. When he sat up there and he said, oh, hold on. You know, we got to have a climax. We got to have a protagonist. We got to have an antagonist. You feel me what I'm saying? I'm going to structure this whole thing up. What they meant he say, listen, never mind if these people don't try to right their wrongs. I'm going to write them for you. What they meant for bad, I'm about to turn it around for good. Watch how I do this thing. Watch how I set it up. Then he say, hey, come one, come all. Come see so-and-so's success story. Come see how they lost that house, but I done blessed them with a mansion. Yeah. Come see how they done lost that car, but now they done set up here and got them a luxury car. You get what I'm saying? They lost their little punch buggy, but I done set up here and bought them a luxury car. Come see how so-and-so done became the first multi-millionaire in their family. Come see how so-and-so done, when it became a stockbroker, when it became an executive, an associate, an entrepreneur, this, that, and the third. Boom, 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 boom. Come see this. Come one, come all. It was a flop, though. Never mind that. God never stood the profit off of your gains and what he was bringing to you. Get for whatever the reason, though. The one that was a sold out show was the one that showed your demise and your struggles. And whatever in some way your enemy stood the profit off of that, but that was a sold out show. But he said, never mind that. Never mind if your success story show is a flop, because now people see the truth, and now people see you back on your horse. Now people about to see you on that horse and me walking you to the other side of that tunnel. You about to come out on the winning side. And if you haven't done so already, you get me what I'm saying? Some of y'all maybe still be learning lessons. But like I say, it's a real sad thing. I'm not about to say a funny thing. It's a real sad thing when the biggest bully in school got to get showed out by somebody who tougher and bigger and badder than them. And let me tell you something. You got to turn around and see them pee themselves because of somebody else who done showed them up. And they don't know what to do. They can't protect themselves or fight this person back. This person taller, this person more muscular. This person really know how to fight, know how to drag people type stuff. All they was doing was just bumping people, roughing people up. This person really know how to get down and fight. And that person who you had on your team that everyone counted out, they know who you was walking with, was God. God showed a lot of these bullies up in your life. And it's real sad when he say, no, turn around. Oh, you think they ain't pee themselves? You think you really think this ain't happen? Let me go ahead and give you the replay one time so you can see it for yourself. When a person pee themselves, what that mean? That's showing like they scared about something. They scared. They got showed up. They got showed up because God was up in their face with it. You want to be up in so-and-so face? I'm up in your face. Now do something. They couldn't do nothing. They couldn't do nothing. But with you, they was going in on you. They was going in on your situation. They was having a field day with you. Everybody in their mama wanted to buy tickets to see you fail, to see you lose. Thought you was going to destruct or something, or blow up or lose. I don't know what outcome these people was looking for, why they was just on you so bad. But let me tell you something, baby. They weren't sorry before, but I guarantee you they sorry now. And let me tell you something. Some of these people won't keep trying to come back. Some of these people, like I said, the people who was in the cut, they want you to see. They want you to know that I bought tickets. Yeah. A lot of these people had plus ones. I'm trying to tell you something. These are the people who's in the cut. These are the people who won't be trying to come back. Because now that God is dealing with them and they sorry, they want to go back to the person who loved them. They want to go back to the person who thought highly of them, who was helping them. But let me tell you something. Tell your enemies one time, man. I ain't about to be the glue that hold everything together no more. I'm not about to be the glue that repair and put everything and hold everything together. I'm not about to be that glue no more. You got this twisted. Go ahead and tell your enemies that one time. I'm not about to be the glue that hold this thing together. When you kept trying to break me, when you kept trying to destroy me, when you kept trying to talk about me, I'm not about to be the glue no more. And whatever that means. Being the glue could just very well mean every time the person do you wrong, they try to come back and do right. But then they go back and result back to them same tendencies that hurt you once before, that destroyed you once before, that broke you once before. And now they trying to come back. Because they see they couldn't destroy you. They see it didn't break you, it didn't stop you. To some, that's an inspiration. And to some, it's a threat. And to those who got showed up, like I said, in my other message, I say some people was ashamed Some people still jealous. Those who are jealous are the ones who jumped on that bandwagon when all them lies and everything was being told, and you was on that walk of shame, and they was happy to see you there. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real with you. There were people who were just, that's why they was part of this. That's why they tried to do like they was minions, like they didn't have a brain for themselves. It's like they was being sent out to carry out certain tasks and certain things and do certain things based off what they was hearing, based off what other people was telling them. And see, the thing is, everybody is getting handled now. But let me tell you something. These people did it because they did not like you for whatever the reason. But you know the reason now. You know you was going up against spiritual warfare. And see, the thing is, everybody had a part. Everybody had a role to try to see you be destroyed, to see you be delayed. Trying to tell you something, take it how I'm telling you. They really brought tickets to that show because they wanted to see you down, delayed, broke, losing in life. You need to come to grips with that and understand that it ain't got nothing to do with you. It got everything to do with these people. But this is why when the truth was hitting them in their face, like, no, boom, so-and-so was lied on. Boom, so-and-so went through this. Boom, boom, boom. The truth was hitting them in their face. They still didn't want to accept it. Some people gonna hold on to them lies and hold on to that because it's in some way it clears their conscience on how they was thinking about you and how they feel about you and all this type of stuff. If they got something up on you to hold against you that's not right or that's not holy or that's not whatever. It's like to hold on to that is to continuously have them in this cycle where they get to look at you a certain type of way because they want to perceive you in that light. They don't want to see you in a different way. They don't want to see you in a different light. They don't want to see the truth. But I say that to say this. Let these people go. If a person, because this is why I keep saying that's an imbalance. The truth is staring you dead in your face and you still want to hold on to the lies. You still want to hold on to that. You still want to hate a person because to hold on to the lies is to keep you hating this person. But when the truth is revealed to you, you can't eat that cake. You can't eat that cake. You can't come to grips with the person that all y'all bought tickets to a show to see, broke and all this stuff, had a huge transformation and glow up and elevation in their life. No one wanted to see that. No one wanted to accept that. They couldn't eat that cake. They couldn't eat that cake. That truth cake. They couldn't come to grips with that on who you really were, who they went up against. They couldn't, they just couldn't. So let people be weak. Let people do whatever it is that they got to do to cope and whatever. Leave people be. But let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you better tell them I ain't about to be the glue that hold it together no more. Whatever that make you sleep at night, do it. If that make you sleep at night, hey, you ain't got to come to grips with what you did. But I know God gonna make you do it anyway because there's lessons to be learned in it. But as far as I go, you're on your path. I'm on my path. I came out of what I needed to come out of. It's really no reason for me to dwell in that. I can't make everybody see the truth. I can't make everybody like me. I can't make everybody be cool with me. And that's something that at the end of the day, when you go through enough things and you go through enough trials and tribulations, upheavals in your life, you realize that having all these people around you don't amount up to a healing beings because when you really needed people was not there. Let me tell you something. Keyword what I was saying. Pay attention to what I said. I ain't say you, Joe Mo, was walking on that walk of shame. I ain't say you, Bridget and Ashley was walking on that walk of shame. I ain't say you, your mama and your daddy was walking on that walk of shame. I ain't say your best friend and your homie and your ex was walking on that. I said you was walking on that walk of shame. Ain't nobody step up out that audience and want to walk that walk of shame with you. Ain't nobody wanted to be seen with you. Ain't nobody wanted to be associated with you. So take that, eat that, come to grips with that, and move on from that. Because let me tell you something. It's a whole lot of people, man. Whole lot of people who left you for dead. Whole lot of people who claim like didn't want to claim that they knew you. But these are the people who you had helped. Leave these people be, man. They gonna answer for it soon enough. Because that don't make no sense. Some of these people you help and they act like they ain't even know you. Act like they wasn't even... You was on that walk of shame by yourself, sweetheart. I ain't gonna try to dive it too deep because I know when y'all come across this, it's gonna hit you. I ain't really trying to really do it, but I still got to get the message out there. You know, you weren't walking that with no one else. I need you to understand that. I need you to get that through your head real quick. Because once you understand that, you will realize, and it will be real easy to cut people off. And it'll also be real easy to tell them to their face, I ain't about to be the glue that hold it together no more. I don't know what you thought. I don't know what you heard. But you set up this whole show for everybody to see me be humiliated, for me to be disowned, for me to do, and then you want. Tell them real quick, I ain't about to be. You not about to be the glue that hold it together. Just tell them, right? Tell your enemies, I'm not about to be the glue. I'm so sorry. I don't know who told you. I don't know who gave you some false information, but you need to, you need to go take it back. Yeah, I'm not about to be the glue. I am not about to be the glue. Because you was on that walk of shame by yourself until God came on that path, blocked these attacks so you could see these people. And he also allowed you to see how they dealt with them, how he dealt with them. This is why I said the biggest bully in school got to get sat down. And he said, just as sure as they tried to embarrass you, watch how I embarrass them and humiliate them. They peed themselves. Don't take that in a literal sense. Peed themselves just mean whatever they went through, trust me, that humiliation was times 10 when it came back around to them. I guarantee you that. That humiliation was on a whole nother level. Just like they set up a whole show for you, that humiliation is on a whole nother. That's why I got to turn around. I'm about to play. I'm about to replay it for you. I recorded everything just so you could see. It's not that you glorified. It's not that you was happy, and it's not that you laughed when you saw it. But at the end of the day, it's they weren't sorry before, but they sorry now. They weren't sorry before, but they sorry now. And let me tell you something, man. God ain't upset that the show that he put on for you was a flop. Because at the end of the day, it was only a flop to people who just did not want to come and see you be successful. It was only a flop to people who just did not want to see you bounce back from the very things that they sent your way to destroy you, to harm you, to block you, to delay you. It was only a flop to these envious, jealous, hateful, vengeful people. But the people, let me tell you something, this is why I say, never mind who a person claimed to be. I keep trying to tell you all that about what ties us because we got them generational bloodlines and everybody got that title. Oh, auntie, uncle, cousin, and all this type of stuff. Of the family, what make you family ain't how y'all tied by blood. What make you family is how y'all connect, how y'all souls connect. How you able to get along. There's strangers who have just, like I said, and this is why I say, I started seeing now what that meant about when God will send people in your life. There were people who I would encounter, and mind you, the type of person that I am, I'm not really friendly like that. You know, as far as like really trying to go out my way to try to, let's be friends. Now, if I know you, that's different. If I'm trying to help you, that's different. But what I mean by it is I'm not friendly to a sense of I got to protect me, and protecting me, it's really just me and Jade do a whole lot of stuff. I'm not with it with people because of what I've been through. So they started coming to me. So like I said, random, like I'm in the car, you know, and I get picked up and everything, and then the Uber come pick me up, and they'll just be like, oh, you know, like, I was just going through this with my family. They'll just start talking. I said, oh, okay. Okay, they want to talk to me, okay. Yeah, you know, in my family, like, they don't want to deal with me because I don't want to go to the club no more, and then my best friend is, I said, okay. So she don't go to the club, so okay. She started saying some stuff that I like. You know what I'm saying? She started saying some stuff I like. So I said, okay, let me chime in and really listen. And then she was like, you know, I started getting closer to God. So I moved from Cali out here to Texas. And I've just been working and grinding. I started telling her what I was doing and everything. She said, yeah, it's just like that. And then she was like, yeah, nobody ever told it to me like that before. Say, yeah, man, you got to do what you got to do for you. That ain't family if they can support the new direction that you want to take for your life. Now, is it? And she was like, yeah, you right. So she had dropped me off at my place. You feel me? I was about to get out. And I really wanted to ask her for her number because I was like, she was talking about God. She know how to go out and still have fun, but you ain't got to get crazy with it. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I like that. I like that. But I didn't. I ain't say nothing because I was like, people could put on a good game, man. I ain't got time for that. Right when I'm about to get out of the car, she said, but can I get your number, please? So she initiated, and I gave it to her because she was talking about some good stuff. So then, you know, and like I said, it's the person who called me. When I tell you she called me every day, I ain't never helped this person. And she called me every single day, like not trying to pull on me for advice all the time. Just, you know, whatever, asking me like different things. So what I'm trying to say is, before I get into that, if people are worth their grain of salt and really meant well for you and really wanted to see you prosper and grow, and they was your family like they said they were, and they wanted to see you grow, and they was your friends like they said they were, let me tell you something, people would not have bought tickets to see your demise. That's what God trying to tell you. But that's what they did. And then when he turned around and wrote and produced and directed your success story, none of these very same people who was at your demise show, none of these people who wanted to see your show, none of them showed up to your success story show. And that's what God tried to show you too. They weren't hitting on it. And you can't make a person hit. You can't make a person hit on it and be for you and think right. It's 30 years, 35 years, people say, however they old they are, you got to understand, those are 35 years, 27 years, 28 years that a person been doing things the same way. If they ain't elevating, if they ain't changing, and I could tell just in the first couple minutes of talking to you, I can tell if you hitting it up here. Never mind how I act towards you. This is why I try to tell people, stop trying to look at me like you know me. I don't care if you be like, oh, Victoria, you know, you ain't never talk like this, or you would talk like this. If I don't need to talk to you like this, why would I talk to you like this? I can talk to you regular. I can talk to you, you know, regular. Does that mean I'm somebody that you play around with? I think not. I think not. Does that mean that I'm not analyzing everything that you telling me right now? I think not. Does that mean I don't look at certain things? Only thing I battle with is my good heart, because I could see a whole lot and I'll still be trying to like reach out or do whatever. But what I'm trying to say is these people really just wasn't hitting on it. And he got you through the worst phase of your life, that where you needed that extra layer of protection just to get you through. And as soon as he got you through to the other winnings, to the other side, the winning side, he removed that shield and he said, you no longer need this extra layer, because I'm walking with you. I'm walking with you. But you needed that extra layer in that moment, because that was one of the toughest. I'm telling you, when the enemy was putting it on, laying it thick, they was laying it on thick. And it's not necessarily saying that the only reason why God had to put that shield was because of the attacks. Once he got you to a place where people were no longer sending attacks, there were certain things that he can handle. He was walking with you. Like I said, when God is walking with you and he's working for you and through you, no man can stand against you. But you had to take it all in, because you were just like, I don't understand why they would want to buy tickets and want to see me. Bro, why would they want to see me down like this? Why would they want to see me hurt like this? This don't make no sense to me, man. Like, nobody in the world should be like this. Like, this does not make any sense to me. I don't understand it. Help me understand it before I take another step. And God didn't get mad at you because you was coming at him like that. He went and he tried to show you. It's like some things is left unsaid because these people, he tried to show you, these people just, they weren't there. And what I mean by mental illness is not saying that I'm calling people retarded. When you got that envy and that jealousy like that to make you want to go up against somebody, to make you want to hate somebody that they do nothing to you. And even then, God tried to work with people and try to heal them, that when people do some real bad things to people, we try to get them to see the bigger picture. It ain't always about trying to get a get back or get revenge. He tried to get you to see the bigger picture. And he knew in order for you to see the bigger picture, he would have to explain it to you why all you saw these people who were supposed to be close to you, why you saw them in the audience, because you didn't understand, even though he got you through. You're like, why would they want to see me? I don't understand. They see me grow up. Like, what did I do to them? What did I do? Can you just tell me, like, what did I do? Can you just show it to me so maybe I could just call these people up and apologize? He said, don't you dare. You ain't apologizing to people for they foolery. You ain't apologizing to people for their own deep-rooted insecurities. It ain't nothing that you was going to be able to do. If you did nothing to these people, I'm talking about if you didn't give anybody any ammunition, you just went through like the perfect peach. Somebody was somewhere was going to make up something. Somebody somewhere was still going to hate you for something. He was trying to show you that it's in here. That's why he was there. They soul, they heart. Huh? Things that they learned, their habits that they built up over time that was hard to break. They was comfortable there. Maybe you was just another conquest. You was just another test. You was just another whatever. You get what I'm saying? And then up here, most definitely was not functioning right. I told you, people had a head, ain't had no brain. That elevator was stuck. These babies, let me tell you something. They tried. They tried it with the wrong one. What I mean by that elevator stuck, you see things from one way, one perspective. You don't take the time to cross your T's and dot your I's. Some people, they thought they was doing that. They was too smart for their own good. They weren't sorry before, but they sorry now. And for those who tried to go up and undermine you and tried to belittle you for whatever the reason, because some of these people knew who you were, but whatever it is, their reasoning behind why they was doing what they was doing, I was trying to tell you, don't you handle them. I'll handle them. Trying to test you when you didn't need to be tested. Trying to see if you was really about it. But then you showed in the end, everybody saw, yeah, no, you really about it. But now God is dealing with them because they ain't have no right to sit up here and try to test it, to analyze it. They ain't have no right to try to go up against you for it. Sad day when the biggest bully in school got to get sat down. Y'all went through that in school, man. You realize some people, you realize why they a bully, because you encountered some of their parents and their parents just said things that didn't make no kind of sense, that are things a parent should not say. You get what I'm saying? You like, okay, so that's where they get that mess from. Because a kid is a kid. You gotta understand, they're very impressionable. They brains are like a sponge. They soak up everything they hear, everything that they see. Then they was going to school repeating that mess. So what I'm saying is, the bullies that you encountered, some habits was built by the way that they was raised, and the other half up here wasn't right. So in the end, it's a sad day. Y'all seen some of the bullies that got sat down, their parents came out of school, and you was like, they ain't never bullied nobody ever since whatever. This is what's happening. A lot of these, God is sitting a lot of your bullies, a lot of your enemies down. Because they tried too much to try to destroy you, humiliate you, whatever the case may be. And like I say, a lot of people got to self-evaluate. They got to do some self-evaluations on themselves. Why they think the way that they think. Why they think that certain things and actions that they take against people is cool. What is their whole setup for why they do what they do? Why they say the things that they say? A lot of people ain't even going to be able to give you answers. But it's not for them to give you answers. It's for them to give themselves answers. Because the person who they answering to is God now. And they being sat down. They were not sorry before. And that's something that you cannot dwell in when a person is not sorry, because they're looking at things from one perspective. They're looking at you from a certain perspective. You gotta let people do whatever it is that they're gonna do. But let me tell you something, it's not your fault when people realize what time it is and people want to try to come back and renege and retract and do all this type of stuff. Leave these people and let these people go. Let them learn the lessons. If they learned the lessons, that's cool. But they do not need to re-enter your life. And you ain't about to be the glue that hold and repair and keep everything together. Because when you did it, people left you to walk that walk of shame by yourself. And people chimed in. Some just bought a ticket. Some was really trying to send a tax. Then some was in the cut because they didn't want you to see that they bought a ticket to see your demise. Cowardly. Never mind that, though. That's neither here nor there. You seen it all. You moving different. You sow good seeds. And so now you about to reap this bountiful harvest that God is bringing your way, because he brought you out on the winning side. It's a lot of people, like I said, somewhere that's embarrassed. They triggered. They're ashamed. Because they know that mess that they did was wrong. They know it's wrong. And when they sit there and they got to go down the list on the things that they did, the things that they said, it don't make no sense to them. You see I'm losing my voice? It don't make no sense to them. Some people are embarrassed, they triggered, they ashamed. They didn't want to see you come out. They labeled you, roped you off, belittled you. Didn't want to see the truth. But now you see the truth on who these people are. And it was meant to go that way. They weren't sorry for the things that they did. They weren't sorry for the things that they did. They were not sorry. But God sat them all down. I'm trying to tell you something. He sat all these people down. And they can't handle it. They can't handle it. But God trying to show you they wasn't worth your effort. They wasn't worth your time. They wasn't worth your tears. They wasn't worth it. They weren't worth it. You had to wake up and realize who you were because you was taking mess off of people who you didn't need to be taking it off of. And now you need to tell them one time, man, you ain't about to be the glue no more. The thing is, people need to grow up and people need to really elevate their mind. They need to really come out of that stunken super that they're in. They really need to come out of that sunken place because they're there. They've been there for too long. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. We are grown adults now. We are not back in high school. Even though I give you that example about the biggest bully because I need y'all to understand something. Y'all encountered some bullies. Just the same bullies that you did back in school. Everybody in the clique, everybody in the group, who popping, who not, who coming with the new stuff, who not, who looking good, who not, who kept up with it, who didn't. Let me tell you something. All that stuff don't amount up to nothing when you out here trying to get it and make a living for yourself. You got food to put on the table, bills that you need to pay, kids who you need to take care of, who eventually going to grow up and go through maybe some of the things that you went through, and you trying to teach them the right way. How can you teach a person the right way and be an example for a kid when you sitting up here and you stuck? What benefit are you being to that child? That's the thing. Like, I don't know what it is. I swear I don't know what it is. People are really stuck and they like being there. I don't know what it is. Grow up. Grow up. 10 years ago, I was 17. That was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. In 10 years, you don't think some change gonna happen? You don't think some elevation need to happen? You don't think some transformations need to happen? You don't think some situations and some encounters and circumstances gonna happen that's gonna make a person grow, evolve, and change? If ain't none of that happening in these people's lives, that's a real problem. That's a real problem. We ain't out here in cliques no more. We ain't out here sitting up here and the only thing we got to worry about is getting up and doing our homework and going. We got real life situations. Some of these people carry some of them same characteristics up in their adulthood, them same childish characteristics up in their adulthood. God bless them, because they clearly don't know or don't understand how to break it. And some don't want to, because they'll forever be in this place of what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is going to think. Living for people. Just put it like that. Living for people. God liberated you. He allowed you to see you're going to live for the same people who wanted to see you be destroyed. You're going to live for the same people and care for people's opinions who don't want nothing to happen in your life. What you going to do? You going to cut them off, or you going to keep them in your life? Or you going to keep being the glue? You going to keep being the glue? You going to keep being a fool? Or you going to wake up and pay attention? It ain't for you to feel sorry for these people because now they feel sorry. Because when they were not feeling sorry, you was hurting. You was ridiculed. You had to go through that. You had to chump a lot of stuff up. This don't mean we sweeping it under the rug. This mean that we're using this to reflect back on it, so that we understand that we move different in our future. You get me what I'm saying? You learn from that. You grow from that. What don't kill you, it make you stronger. We going to go through things in life. This is what I'm trying to say. It ain't high school no more. We not little kids no more. And for the little kids who watching me, let me tell you something. If you're going through these phases and these cycles in your life, man, know who you need to be around and know what it is that you want for yourself and how you're going to go about achieving that, and do it in the right way. Treat people as you want to be treated. Treat people as you want to be treated. I wish I had someone to really break this down for me like this. It's not saying that I ain't have. I wish I had somebody to break it down for me, like real, just the type of person I am, like loving people from a pure space, like everything. Like, I just realized everybody is not me, and I'm not for everybody, and I'm not everybody, and that's okay. So if you are going through this, and for the kids who watching me, if you're going through this, that's okay. But a part of it is knowing who you are and finding yourself. Amidst all the noise, just clear all the noise out. Clear all the chaos out. You know right. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You know what you want for yourself. And even if you don't, start making a plan for yourself on what you want and how you're going to go about achieving that. Because I'm telling you, time don't wait for no man. You're not going to be in that cycle forever. You're going to have a game plan for your life. That's the thing, you know. People do so much and don't even understand why they're doing it. They're just doing it just to do it. They can't think for themselves. They can't move for themselves. Evidently, they can't speak for themselves. Because a lot of people they didn't stick up for you. A lot of people didn't speak up for you. They didn't fight for you. Like I said, again, I'm going to say it again. You was on that walk of shame by yourself. That taught you a very valuable lesson. Stop valuing these people over valuing God. Value God first. Value yourself first. Stop valuing people who at the end of the day showed you who they are. They showed you who you are when you was on this walk of shame. They showed you who you are when you was walking in the midst of all that humiliation, alienation, destruction, defeat, loss, setbacks. That was a temporary, what they didn't know, that was a temporary setback for a major comeback in your life. And when God redirected that thing and wrote and produced and directed your success story, everyone had to sit back and recognize it, whether they wanted to or not. That truth was right there in their face. I mean, you can't escape that. He made it to where no one could escape the truth, because everything that was said, everything that was done, that needed to be said and needed to be done, it was all out there. So all he had to do was come on that back end and clean it all up and put you out in the forefront where people tried to keep you in the back. He went right back there. Yeah. Picked you up. Yeah. Cleaned you off. Yeah. And he said, hold and lift your head up high. Let's go. Hold your head up high and let's go. Play with it. You ain't about to be weak in front of these people. This is why he had to come on that path, and he put that force field so that you could open up your eyes and stand up. Stand up strong. Open your eyes up big, because you need to see who was up in this audience. And even though it was about to break you, and he said, don't you dare do it in front of them. Don't you dare. You better walk, act like you ain't even hurt. And this is why when people were seeing that they didn't know you was about to break, and they kept, because they wasn't seeing things, because I was walking with you, they was laying it on thick, because they wanted to see something. It's like they wanted to see you, like, I don't know, man. Pray for these people, bro. They wasn't sorry before. I don't know what was on them. Well, we know what was on them, because we all know now you was going through spiritual warfare. But you didn't break because God didn't want you to break. You ain't show no emotion because God didn't want you to show no emotion. You didn't cry because God did not want you to cry. He was walking with you. But as soon as he brought you on that winning side, he let you let all them emotions out. And he let you ask all the questions that you needed to ask. That man got a reason for why he do what he do. And let me tell you something, like I said, he sat all them people down and thought they was some big bullies in your life. He got up in their face with it. He say, do something. Oh, you ain't got all that mouth now? Dang, you ain't got all that talk now? What, you can't move or something? He had them people popped up in the corner. He knew they couldn't move. He's like, what, you can't move or something? Oh, you can't move? Break a move. And he called you, said, turn around and watch this. I want you to watch this. I keep trying to tell you, man, go back on my message where I said them people is weak and cowardly. Like I said, they was sitting up there up in the cut. They brought a ticket but wanted to be up in the cut. They want you to see. What you bought the ticket for? If you trying to hide the fact that you wanted to see somebody fail, oh, it don't click right. Keep trying to tell you, don't click right. What can you do? The best thing that you could have done, what God did for you, is got you away. You sailed away. You sailed, you flew, you ran, but baby, you got away. You can see clearly now, the rain is gone. You saw all them obstacles in your way, but God cleared them. So at the end of the day, let me tell you something. Your enemies weren't sorry before, but baby, let me tell you something. They are sorry now, and you ain't about to be the glue that hold it together. Whether people can accept the truth or not, all them bullies got sat down by God. And he walked with you, and he got you through. You ain't on that walk of shame no more. You ain't gonna never have to experience that again. Do you hear me? And I want you to understand, if you got a friend, if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, and life example, you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm your confidant. I come with that real. I don't come with that fake. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it a buck with you. All right? Y'all know how I'm coming, man. Y'all know what I speak is the truth. Y'all know it's coming from a place. You know I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. So I want y'all to keep getting the messages out. Reach one, teach one. Keep bringing others to the JC Gang, and understand we ride together, we slide together. JC Gang for life. And until next time, stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.